I'm at a loss right now. I don't know what to say anymore because there's really nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. Welcome aboard here, everybody. Sports Talk Nation. Michael Cohen here with you. The Jets coming off of a disheartening 28-24 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as Tom Brady, yes, once again, sticks it to the Jets. We're going to get into the game recap in a second, but let me just say this to the Jet fans who are going to come out there and say, moral victory, they played hard, they were 13-point underdogs, they weren't expected to win this game, it's the Super Bowl champions. I don't care. I do not care. Because the fact is, the Jets were on the precipice. They had the Buccaneers on the precipice of staring at maybe one of the biggest losses of their entire season and maybe the biggest upset of the entire season, not just by the Jets, but in the National Football League this year. For a team like the Jets, who are going nowhere, who have been decried as a team totally in the muck, to beat the defending Super Bowl champions, the future Hall of Fame quarterback, Tom Brady, to beat them, that would have been the biggest upset of the season. I don't care how you put it. And they blew it big time. And there's a lot of blame to go around. But it just feels like, once again, to take the line from a lot of Jet fans, once again, they find ways to grab defeat from the jaws of victory. They just do it to themselves. They do it to the fans every single time. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You should be tired of it if you are a Jets fan. Because how many times do the fans have to sit there and go through this over and over and over again? They were right there. They had a chance to win the game. And they blew it big time. And we all go back to that fourth down. Here are the Jets. Here's the situation here, folks. Again, as we all know. Jets up 24-20. They had just forced the Buccaneers to kick a field goal, make it a 4-point game at 24-20. Jets are moving the ball very, very well. Zach Wilson making some big completions to Keelan Cole to start the drive. Austin Walters running the football very well. Ty Johnson making some nice plays. Jets are moving right down the field, eating up all lots of clock. And right there they have it. The Buccaneers are using up all their timeouts. Okay? Buccaneers are out of timeouts at this point. You have the Buccaneers right there on the doorstep of losing this game, and you have 4th and 2, and you have only two choices. Either kick it, or if you're going to go for it, try to be creative. Do something that the Bucs aren't going to expect, and you decide to go with the quarterback sneak. I couldn't believe it. I was beside myself. Quarterback sneak into that defensive line, and I understand that, hey, look, they're missing some guys. Shaq Barrett's out. Jason Pierre-Paul's out. I totally understand that. But they still got Vita Vea there. They still got Ndamukong Suh there. They still got a lot of Pro Bowlers there on defense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're still a Super Bowl team, and you run right at them with the quarterback sneak. And Robert Saleh's answer is, well, there was miscommunication. You called the timeout before the play happened. When they called the timeout, they should have just kicked the field goal right there, taking a 7-point lead. Now, there's a very good chance that Tom Brady responds, takes the Buccaneers right down the field, still gets the touchdown, and probably just because he likes to stick it to the Jets, still goes for the 2-point conversion, just stick it to the Jets and win by 1 point. That could still possibly happen, or we go in overtime, and who knows what happens at that point. Maybe Tampa Bay still finds a way to win the game. But the fact is, at that point, I understand I understand what Saleh was trying to do. He wants to win the game right there. The Jets get the first down, the game is over. I totally understand that. But when the best play call is coming out there from the offensive coordinator, Michael Flores, to quarterback sneak, come on, really? Come on. I couldn't believe that. And it really just kind of spoiled what was a fantastic day for the Jets. Now, just take note of some of the positives that came out of this game, because there were a lot of positives before the last couple minutes of the ball game. Zach Wilson had his best game as a Jet. Okay, his best game of the season. 19 out of 33. Now, the completion numbers aren't going to jump off the page. 19 out of 33, so it's like, 58%. But still, he was accurate with the football. He moved the offense extremely well. Didn't turn the ball over. No interceptions. He did a fantastic job in that regard. It was one of his best games, maybe his best game to date up to this point. And in recent weeks, after that face plant against the Saints, It's gotten better every week. Got better against the Dolphins, a little bit better last week against the Jaguars, and this week against a very good team, a very good defense. Probably had his best game. No turnovers. Again, Braxton Berrios, another big game from him. 65 yards and 8 catches, had a touchdown, and 2 touchdowns for that matter, including the rushing touchdown on the end around at the start of the game. I don't know what else to say. If you're the Jets, you got to resign this guy, man. You got to resign this guy to a big contract. You can't let him leave to go free agent. Maybe to the Patriots. When I know these Bulls, the Patriots once already, but to go back to the Patriots or go to the Dolphins or something like that, you can't let that happen. If you're the Jets, you got to resign this guy. He is a jack of all trades, a jack of all trades. He is a Swiss Army knife. He can do so many different things, special teams and on offense. You got to re-sign him. He is an important piece to this team. And I know even though Michael Carter had an impact in this game already with a 55-yard run before leaving with a concussion into concussion protocol, but the Jets ran the football 150 yards in this game against this Tampa Bay defense. That was outstanding. I mean, there were a lot of things that you had to like from this game as far as the building of this team is concerned. Defensively, though, for the Jets, and this is where they really let them down, was on the defensive side of the ball. Not just from the standpoint of how they ended the game, but there was another point in this game where the Jets had the Buccaneers at a 3rd and 20, and they had the Buccaneers deep in their own territory in a 3rd and 20 in the third quarter. And they let Tom Brady convert that play. And it was a big first down. And, of course, the Buccaneers eventually get the touchdown, make it a 7-point game at 24-17. That was a very, very big disappointment in this game. There were points in this game where this defense, yes, they got under the skin of the Buccaneers. We saw the Buccaneers get flagged twice for unnecessary roughness on their offensive line. And yes, the Jets had the lead all the way through, pretty much, with the exception of being tied at 7-7. But the fact is, this defense let them down in big spots. And as far as this Antonio Brown thing is concerned, that was bizarre. I mean, we're watching the game. We're all watching the game, and all of a sudden we see AB, running around in the end zone. I'm like, what the heck is he doing? He's, no shirt on, and he disappears into the tunnel. I don't know if he was hurt. I don't know if he was like taunting the fans at the time. And then, of course, you all find out that he, just left the field. I mean, we thought, did he get into a fight with somebody? Did he get tossed? What was going on? He actually, just goes AWOL, leaves the field, throws his uniform pads on the sideline, and is gone. I mean, it was so bizarre. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And the Buccaneers, of course, coming out and saying that he's not going to be on the team anymore, obviously. So I hope that's the last time we see him on the football field. This guy's gotten second, third, fourth, fifth chances in so many different ways throughout his career, whether it be Pittsburgh, with the Raiders. He's been getting all kinds of chances, and every single place he goes to, he finds a way to blow it. He's got problems. He's got issues, man. I know, but he's got demons that he's got to deal with, obviously. And I don't think he deserves any more chances in the NFL, for that matter. He's been given every opportunity to succeed, and he just keeps flushing right down the toilet. It really is. It's tragic to watch in a lot of ways. It really is. So at the end of the day, yes, folks, the Jets did play well for the most part of this game. They had to lead in this game almost the entire day. They should have won this game. And yes, there are positives to take away from this. The fact that the offense played well. The fact that, again, young players like Braxton Berrios, before he got injured, Michael Carter, playing well. The Jets ran the football incredibly well, 158 yards rushing on the day. Zach Wilson looked great, his best game to date. As far as I'm concerned, he was accurate with the football. He had a lot of poise in the pocket. But at the end of the day, the Jets lose this game because of bad decision-making by the coaches. And again, you can never give Tom Brady time. I don't care if it's 2 minutes. I don't care if it's a minute and 5 seconds. I don't care if it's 2 seconds. You cannot give that man any kind of time to come back in any kind of game, because more times than not, he will make you pay. We have seen him do it for 20-plus years. We saw him come back from a 25-point deficit in the Super Bowl. So you knew if the Jets don't get things moving here in this game, and they don't put it in the end zone, and they don't add to this lead, they were going to lose this game, and that's exactly what happened. So it was a shame they didn't score a touchdown there at the end of the game, because if they had, the game would have been over right there. It's even more of a shame they didn't just kick the field goal, take the 7-point lead, and see what happens maybe in an overtime if the Buccaneers go all the way down the field and score a touchdown. If Tom Brady and company don't decide, hey, let's just stick it to the Jets anyway and go for the 2-point conversion for that matter. So Still bad loss, still frustrating loss, and still one that's going to stick in the craw for the Robert Saleh and that coaching staff for the very, very long time as well. They should have won this game. They had it on a silver platter, and they just gave it right back to almost to the Patriots, to the Buccaneers. Anyway, folks, follow us on social media at OpenMicNJ on the Twitter, Facebook.com/OpenMicProgram. Like and subscribe right here for more content here on the Sports Talk Nation. Talk to you next time.